I'm back. How y'all doing, family? Y'all doing okay? I hope you're doing amazing. Welcome to the Tamer podcast. I am your host, Miss Sarah Joyner, a formerly extremely masculine woman who's recovered and realized that living in my feminine energy is like the best thing ever. I'm like living my best life right now. I'm really excited about finally making these videos that I've been talking about. I've realized that my divine feminine awakening has really helped me to heal in a lot of ways, to accomplish some of the things that were really important to me that I didn't know were important to me to help me reprioritize my life. This show, The Lion Tamer, is about that. I want to help ladies tame alpha men. You got these wild lions out here, girl. They just out here in the wild. They just popping bottles and going from Tatiana to Tatiana. But in their heart, they want a good woman. They really do. But the good woman doesn't know that she needs to lead with her femininity. You know, the society that we live in now will tell you that you're equal and that, you need to do what the man does. If he does this, you do that. No. Real tea is being in your feminine energy. Being in your feminine energy is like a game changer, like for real. I want to tell y'all about something that I believe I'm an expert in. Now, this one particular thing, I know you can't tell me I don't know how to do this, because I know I'm an expert at this right here. There's one thing I'm about to share with y'all, and that is I'm an expert at losing a good man in 90 days or less. I know how to take a man that's really into me, willing to jump through hoops to prove that he wants my affection, and then turn him completely off to where he don't want to talk to me no more. I'm an expert at that. So, I want to share with y'all a few things that I know you can do, ladies, to run off a good man. The first thing you can do is let your insecurities get the best of you. You can expose your deep-rooted trust issues. Certain times in a relationship, like that beginning, that first 90 days, or even 6 months, I don't think people can withstand the weird, idiosyncratic behaviors of someone new because they have trust issues. And number one thing you can do is be obsessed with his phone, or try to go through his phone, or comment on what he's liking on Instagram and why he liked that girl's picture on Instagram. But if you get caught going through his phone, if you ask to go through his phone, or if you go through his phone and you don't get caught, but now you acting all weird because you saw something that you wasn't really sure about in your phone, girl, do that. Get caught going through his phone. Ask him a couple of times about what he liked on Instagram or Facebook. I guarantee you, he gonna leave you alone. That little interest that he had in you, girl, gonna be gone. So that's one thing you can do to run off a good man that's really into you. The next thing you can do to run off a good man that's really into you, having a hoe trick mentality, or being a predator. And what I mean by having a hoe trick mentality is you're looking at this man, you know you're not that attracted to him, but you feel like, well, he want to take me to London. He want to take me on a trip to the islands. He can pay my rent. He offered to help me get a new car, or he's going to be constantly taking me on dinner dates. I entertain him, girl. I might sleep with him every now and again. That's all. If he catches wind of that you are treating him like that you see him for some sort of gain, oh, he going to be turned off, girl. He going to be turned off, and he going to leave you alone. Or he might just keep sleeping with you, but there will not be any emotional connection from him. Unless he's got real low self-esteem, girl. And who wants a man with real low self-esteem? The next thing you can do to run off a good man who's really into you, you can let your inner negative self-talk spill on out into the real world. What I mean by that is you can't receive compliments from him. You're always berating or belittling a compliment. You can't receive gifts from him because you really don't feel worthy. So, for example, he'd be like, "Oh, babe, you look good in that outfit." You're like, "I don't think so. I could lose a little weight right here. I don't like this blemish right here. I don't like this roll right here. I wish I had a bigger butt, and I want to get boob surgery." If you keep on turning a compliment into something negative and you muddy it up. He gonna get tired of that. Especially if he's an alpha man, if he's really confident in himself and he looking at you because he feels like you're really confident, but you are showing him that you're not really confident. And some people have been like taught to like not receive compliments. You feel like you need to like downplay a compliment. Girl, don't do that. Unless you want to run off a good man. Because he sure will. He'll be skedaddling on down the road. You are coming across as somebody who's like lacking confidence. Don't let your negative self-talk come out into the real world, and really need to work on that negative self-talk before you get in a relationship. That way when he can be like, oh, you look good in that outfit, you be like, thank you, boo. You know, I think I look good too. You know, you got to be confident, okay? Next thing you can do, the last thing I think that you can do is have like a false sense of confidence about how good your sex is and how that's going to keep him. Having good sex with a man, sexing him down on the regular is not going to get him to commit to you. It's also not going to keep him. So I know that a lot of women have advised other women. I've heard it. I've been advised that way. Like, girl, just put it on him, girl. Just keep putting it on him, girl. That'll keep his mind blown. And it's just not true for a alpha man. Like the type of man that's going to protect, provide, be loyal to you and his family, create a family with you. Sex is probably 30% out of 100% what's most important to him, as far as this is the woman I want to commit to, marry, or take care of. It's not going to be your sex, it's your companionship. It's that softness of your emotional. So if you think that you having good sex with him is going to cover up you being insecure, going through his phone, you checking him all the time about his social media activity, having negative self-talk about yourself, not being confident in yourself, if you think that just putting it on him in the bedroom is going to keep him, it ain't, girl. You need to get that out your head, because it's not. People joke all the time, be like, crazy girls have the best sex. But guess what? Crazy girls don't get no rings. They don't get their last names changed. They don't get nobody buying them houses and wanting to take care of them. They don't get nobody being loyal to them and telling their friends, look, I ain't dealing with nobody else. I got a woman. This is all I need. If you want to run off a good man, girl, you keep on acting crazy and thinking that you can put some sex on him and then that's going to keep him around. It ain't. It'll keep him around at like 2, 3 in the morning when he lit and he want to call somebody and, jump up and down on something. That'll keep him around. It's not going to have him to be loyal or commit to you. So I feel like, I'm personally an expert in that area. I have ran off so many good men by doing one or all of those things that I've mentioned to you. Don't do any of those. And honestly, all those things, like your deep trust issues, your inability to be confident in yourself, your negative self-talk, thinking that great sex is all a relationship needs, it's kind of an indicator that you need to do some healing, girl. You broken, girl. You broken. You are not well. I had to do some real deep inner healing work, therapy, meditation, prayer, spiritual practice. You have to work through those things before you get into a relationship. Because if you don't, you're going to be ruining people, hurt people. So if you get in and you run this man off, he's ran off with this bad experience. And now he's looking at the next woman like, is you crazy? Because that last girl was crazy. You know how that is, girl. It's hard enough out here trying to find, let alone keep, let alone have one marry you, a good man out here. My best advice is to be honest with yourself. Take a good look in the mirror. Do the things that you need to do to become whole. When you get a good man, you can keep him. Or when you get a good man and you do those bad things and you run him off, you kind of ruining it for the next woman. Because now he looking at her if she just happened to accidentally touch his phone, brush past his phone, he going to be like, what you doing? Don't be touching my phone. So girl, just get whole. Get healed, embrace your sexy, girl, embrace your confidence, embrace who you are, all your imperfections, and then go into a relationship, able to be vulnerable, able to trust, take the risk to trust, because it's a risk you have to take. And that way, we kind of just keep love going. Even if the relationship doesn't work out, he still had a positive experience and he can move on and not be negative distrusting, broken person because you were negative and distrusting and you ran him off and he was all into you. If you want to run a good man off, girl, do any of those things I told you. Just do it, girl. He'll be gone, girl. Okay? So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, follow the Lion Tamer podcast, find me on Instagram, send me some comments, let me know about the content that you're interested in having me talk about, because I'm just all about feminine energy. I'm all about using that feminine energy to tame these wild lions, girl, because these men are wild out here in these streets. They want a good woman. They out here going from popping bottles, you know, from Tatiana to Tatiana, but in their heart, they just want a good woman to love and to take care of, and for that woman to love and respect and be loyal to him. So if you guys are interested in hearing any more about that, leave some comments. Let me know what you feel. Let me know what your thoughts are. Anyways, thank you.